Concrete barricades go up today to make it more difficult for Johns to pick up their prostitutes. Neighbors complain about everything the sale of sex brings with it, from trash to heroin needles to violence. And when it comes to interfering with traffic, these barricades have worked before. Local 12's Deb Dixon joins us live. She's near one of the new barricades on McMicken in Over the Rhine. Deb.
Hi, Rob. On this step today, usually there are prostitutes. They just sit here and they wait for customers to come by on McMicken, or Matricken, as they call it, the people who live here, because of all the tricks turned by prostitutes. This morning there were no prostitutes on the steps because police were here, and so was city maintenance installing the concrete barriers. A known prostitute hurried past the cement barricade put in place to hurt business. It's a simple concept that worked here on Green Street and Over the Rhine. Customers looking to buy drugs couldn't get past barricades to get to the dealers. Here on McMicken, different business, same crime-fighting tool.
When they encounter something other than the norm, something other than the ability to flow through, a lot of times they turn around and just go away. They go find someplace else to be, whatever, and it reduces crime.
Crime including murder. Then there's the litter, including needles. If barricades make it all go away, Brenda Beeman is all in.
Won't nobody get killed out here like the young lady did, and they throwed her out in the street and everything. And it's just going to make it better for everybody. The kids can come out and play, ride their bikes.
The barricades will break up McMicken.
It's really going to form cul-de-sacs. And when you have cul-de-sacs, you have the good people in the neighborhood that really feel this is my home, this is my area of the street. We take ownership of this, and we really care about what's going on here.
I just seen the barricades a few minutes ago, and I don't even think it's going to affect them one bit.
Pastor Turner and wife Letha run Lord's Gym that includes a prostitution ministry, helping hookers get off the streets. Turner believes the sex addiction of Johns and the heroin addiction of prostitutes is stronger than concrete.
A barricade, it may work for a car, maybe even for a semi, but not for somebody who's out for their addiction.
Former prostitute Sam agrees.
I don't think it's going to stop them for long, maybe a couple weeks, if that.
The barricades are short-term. Police are working with judges to treat prostitutes as victims who need help, not jail.
I've never met a prostitute that was glad to be a prostitute. They're all driven there by some problem in their lives that drives them down to one of the lowest forms of making a living.
Rob, this is the message that's all painted along McMicken here. This is something the community's been dealing with for some time. No hooking, no hooking. It's all over the place. It's a message from the neighborhood, and now they have some support in the form of concrete, Rob.
So if this works here, the question is it going to push the prostitution elsewhere, right?
Right. I think it will. They'll take it neighborhood by neighborhood. It's gotten so bad here, Rob. Right over here is where that woman was murdered in January. That prostitute was murdered. That's where her body was. And as you heard Colonel Whalen say, this is short term. The thing they're working on is to getting prostitutes off the heroin, getting them off the streets, and that's going to be the big success. This is just for now. This is for the summer here on McMicken, Rob.
Deb, thanks very much. And as Deb just mentioned, the January murder of 24-year-old prostitute Jessica Reveley remains unsolved.